As we get ready to wrap up the regular season, it is the finale for boys soccer, and it's a good one. Diman versus Durfee, a Fall River rivalry match tonight on Fred TV. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in this evening. Well, it's been a while since we last saw the Durfee boys. It was the contentious New Bedford game, and maybe not contentious is the right word, maybe a controversial finish. The Durfee boys were down 3-0 in the second half. They scored 3 goals unanswered to tie up the game, only to lose it on a free kick on a questionable call with less than 2 minutes to go. New Bedford coming back and winning that one 4-3. But the Durfee boys showed a lot of grit in that game. Since that time, the Durfee boys are 5-2-1. Those 2 losses coming consecutively over the last week at the hands of Brockton and Taunton. So they really have been playing some good ball down the stretch. For Diman, we last saw them against Blue Hills a couple weeks ago, and they looked impressive as well as they finished off a home-and-home series sweep against the Warriors from Canton. Now, Diman, though, coming in today, they've done exceptionally well in the Mayflower League Conference, 8-0 to be exact. However, in non-league play, they have not won a game. That includes a loss last week to these very Hilltoppers. That game was a 3-1 Durfee victory. So does Diman have one in the bag of tricks to try to pull an upset against Durfee? You have to stick around to find out. All the action's coming up next. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Tebow from FRC Media.
Join us as we track election results from the Fall River general election on November 2nd.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook.
And candidates, we will broadcast live from our brand new Fred TV studio at Durfee High School. We hope you will make it a point to stop by and visit us while we're on the air. We hope you will join us.
And please make a point to vote on Tuesday, November 2nd.
The telescope was built in around 1897, and the mechanical parts were made by the Warner and Swasey Company in Cleveland, Ohio, and the optical parts were made by Elvin Clark and Sons, famous firm in Cambridgeport, Massachusetts. This telescope excels at showing like the rings of Saturn, the craters on the moon, Jupiter, the cloud belts on Jupiter, the moons of Jupiter. There are many things. It can detect objects really from many billions of light years away from us. The Andromeda Galaxy, which is one of the closest big galaxies like our Milky Way, you can see that looking through this telescope, even from here in Fall River, even though it takes the light from the Andromeda Galaxy about 2.4 million years to get here. The telescope actually moves to track the object as the Earth spins under us. It's like seeing sunset, you know, it's because the Earth's turning. Well, when we point the telescope at a celestial object, magnify 100 or 200 times, the object would drift out of the field of view in less than a minute. But this has a mechanical clockwork and a mechanism to track the sky no matter where you point. I hope that some students, just by looking at it, are inspired to learn more about it and about telescopes and about astronomy. I hope students see it and want dearly to look through it. I hope students passing by outside look up at the dome and wonder what's up there. And I remember being a little kid coming up to go to the dentist and driving by the old school on Rock Street. That's where the telescope was still located. But I'd look up at that dome and I knew it was an observatory dome and I was interested in science. I thought, wow, I wish I could get up there someday and use whatever's up in that dome. What's it like? I never dreamt that the day would come I'd have a chance to be involved with it like I am now. I'm very grateful for the experience. It's a wonderful symbol of Fall River's significant past as an industrial powerhouse. Telescopes like this were expensive. They were status symbols, and this still is. This, among telescope specialists like me, this is a famous telescope. If you want to compare this to an antique car, we're talking Rolls-Royce here.
The Michael Troy Music Foundation invites you to attend the 6th annual Celebration of the Music of Michael Troy at the Narrows Center for the Arts on Sunday, November 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. Funds from this event will be allocated by the Michael Troy Memorial Music Foundation to help further support the music and performance programs at BMC Durfee High School of Fall River as an investment in the musicians of tomorrow. Performers this year are Jim Polana, Joanne Lurgio, Gary Fish, Joan Aiken, Chuck Williams, Mike Higgins, Johnny Botello, Tom, Frank, and Mike Luriano, and a quintet representing Durfee High School: Matt Damaris, Gary Bigelow, Tom Pritchard, Jason Newell, and Jason Treelor. Tickets are $25 and can be purchased at the Narrows Center for the Arts, on their website at www.narrowscenter.org, or at the door the day of the concert. A reminder that proof of vaccination is required for all Narrows events. More info on this event and how to donate can be found on Michael Troy's website, www.folkmichaeltroy.com. Welcome back, everybody, to Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you for the call. Lights are on. Teams have taken the field, and the clock has started. We are underway here at Durfee. Bengals and Hilltoppers, a Fall River rivalry match. We have waited all season for this one, literally. This was going to be our first game of coverage this fall right here at Durfee, and Mother Nature had other plans, so we've had to wait until now, the final game of the regular season for both teams, to get this one in. It was rescheduled for this final game, this final week. Bengals waiting on a goal kick here. Diman comes in at 8-1. I had a chance to speak with Coach Botello during pregame warmups. He says, we need this win. If we win, we're in the tournament. The Hilltoppers, however, have already gotten the number of points needed to qualify, so they're already in. But coming off of back-to-back losses, the Hilltoppers would like to finish this regular season out on a strong note, as that ball put on net there by Hargraves. Good save from Lucas Cabral. Let's run down the starters for both sides. For the visiting Bengals, we have number 2, Donovan Gonzaga. Number 3, Aiden Furtado. Number 4, Benjamin Cabral. Number 8, Donovan Mello. Number 10, Colin Pereira. Number 11, Aiden Cordero. Number 16, Sean Borges. Number 19, Jonah Vello. Number 22, Brendan Clark. Number 24, Jacob Monty. And in goal, number 28, Lucas Cabral. Of course, Diman led by head coach Emmanuel Botello. His assistant coaches, Kevin Lazaro, Matthew Almeida, Mark Borges, and Brad Camara. For the Hilltoppers this evening, their starting 11 are as follows. Number 2, Jake Silva, who's got the ball right now. Number 3, Colin Hargraves. Number 5, Alondre Campbell. Number 6, Giuliano Vieira. Number 7, Landon Medeiros. Number 9, Dominic Esteves. Number 14, Jorge Beltran. Number 15, Andrew Samft. Number 17, Crispin Sokol. Number 25, Oscar Hernandez. And in goal for Durfee, number 1, Christopher Panchley. Hilltoppers led by Tiberio Mello, the head coach, assisted by Corey Cardero, Job Roach, and Eric Gomes. 3 minutes in here. Sent towards the net. On a hop, Panchley will take care of it. Hope everyone's doing okay after the crazy weather yesterday. Well, many people without power and trees down, power lines down, just absolutely crazy weather. To be honest with you, very similar to, I want to say 4 years ago, we had a very similar storm, similar time frame too. It was October, and we had this crazy rainstorm nor'easter that came through and caused widespread outages. We had no school here at Durfee, at least that day, because there was no school at the old school, of course. This one was still being, actually, I don't think this one, ground had not even broken for this school yet, so for the new school. But I do remember it was similar time frame, and it was a rare inclement weather day in October. We never get those. Usually it's snow. Hooking towards the net and headed right out of the box. Giving chase is Vieira. We are under 50 degrees here at game time. I'll be quite frank, I don't like it. It's cold. It's cold. It's breezy, and it's bone dry. So bone chilling here in the last week of October. A shout out to our Fred TV students who are weathering it worse than I am. They're up on the roof. Meadow Worsley and Tim Washington. So it's that time of year where we have to dress like we're going to go skiing with no sunshine, because it is cold here at the fields, especially when the wind. That's the biggest part. No sun, no heat from the sun, and then the wind, forget it. Not pleasant at all. I mentioned in the open, Diman has not won a non-conference game. So outside of the Mayflower Conference, they don't have any wins. They're 8-0 in their conference. It's been very impressive, their play against their conference opponents this year. But outside of that, they're 0-8-1. And again, they need this one for the tournament, according to Coach Patello. So this is a big one for them, and it would stop their non-conference losing streak. For Durfee, they're at 7-6-4, kind of a mixed bag, but they have qualified. They've done enough to qualify. They got enough points for the tournament. They actually have exactly 18, but again, losing the last two games. Saturday, a tough one at Taunton, one that Coach felt they should have gotten. But, you know, that's why you play the game, right? So, tough loss there, though, over the weekend for Durfee against Taunton, non-conference play. So they're coming off of back-to-back losses. But it has been a good stretch run for them. 5 wins over the last 8 games, including some conference wins since the last time we saw them, as I mentioned in the opening. So it's a good way to wrap up the season. But you need a win tonight. You don't want to go, no matter how good the stretch run's been, you don't want to go, into the tournament on a three-game losing streak. That's not good for your confidence. So a win tonight against their Fall River rivals would be a big one. It was a tight game a couple days ago, week and a half ago, I should say. Back on the 18th, Durfee won it 3-1 over Diman. So these teams, it hasn't been that long since they faced each other. Total opposite from field hockey on Monday, right? Apponequet was the first game for Durfee this year, and now it was the last game, first and last game. So big differences in your opponent facing them that far apart. But in this case, less than 10 days, really. Volleying for a position, whistle sounds, and the Hilltoppers will get the call in their favor. Foul there going against Velo. So again, the cutoff is this weekend for the sports, and on Monday we will have tournament seedings for boys and girls soccer, girls volleyball, and field hockey. So be sure to like and follow us on Fred TV. We will have all the tournament matchups. First round, here we go. Down the field, Vieira redirects, takes a shot, buries it in the corner on the short side. Or did he miss it? Did it go on the side? Oh, goodness. Talk about an illusion. It went to the left of the post and into the net. No goal. Such an odd angle. I swear I thought he had it. Wow. Quickly down the other end as Panchley makes the scoop. Well, as I was saying, to finish the thought about the tournaments, Wednesday would be the first day of games. However, there'll be some brackets with prelims and whatnot. So depending on where any of our qualifying teams here at Durfee or at Diman are, there may or may not be games Wednesday for some of the Fall River teams. So we will take a look at the brackets once they come out, and we will post all of that information on the Fred TV Sports Facebook page. So again, like and follow us there. It's where we live stream everything off the crossbar. There was no way Panchley was getting there. The crossbar saved it. That was maybe an inch lower, and that would have bounced in instead of out. Wow. And that goes out of play. Cabral could not keep it in, so Durfee with the throw. So 2 near misses here in the last 60 seconds or so. 1 for each side. Push from behind a bit, goes out of play. Some contact put on there by Furtado on Sokol. And a corner kick coming on this near right side. On the ground, loose ball. That was sent by Cabral from the corner, and it comes out. All the way down the field it goes, giving chase is... That was Vieira, who just had the near miss for Durfee, who almost had the goal. Now turning it around, Sokol to the middle of the field. Hargraves weaves his way through. Jukes one, fakes, now he's going to come back to Medeiros, and it'll go out of play. Durfee will throw in. Silva will do the honors here, number 2 there on your screen. He's going to throw backwards this time. Now comes to Silver. He'll kick it back and try to spread the field a bit. Samft on the ground, far side, targeting Esteves. Sent towards the net. It's a high ball, goes over Cabral, centering pass, and it's going to be deflected over the crossbar. Wow, what a wild first 10 minutes here. Corner kick for Durfee on this near left side. Silva's heading over there now. As chasing down the ball that went over is Cabral, the goalie for Diman. He went down to get it. Silva sends it. Line drive in front, headed out. Leaving the box and giving chase here. Near-sided is Velo. Crossing pass towards the middle, kicked free by Hargraves, who comes back to get it. They'll hand it off to Beltran, who kicks it back to Silva. Silva with Medeiros in front of him. Now they'll go to Hargraves. Hargraves had to wait, be safe there to not go off sides. He would have been. At least it appeared there like that from this angle. So he had to kind of check up a bit. And that kind of disrupted the flow. They'll throw in and target him now to Medeiros. Back across. Hargraves will send it to Silva. Deflected by Velo. Pass up ahead. We have 3 versus 2. However, the Hilltoppers with numbers. Samft sending it back to Panchley, who will clear it out as Furtado was closing in. Sent down the field, tracking it. One hopper eventually has to go up the ladder to make the play, and he does cleanly. Some backspin on that kick, so it bounced straight up. Didn't really have any forward push to it. Beltran kicks it back to Samft, who will send it back toward the circle and try to clear it. Hargraves looking to settle that. Look, almost got the hand in there. Did not, but hand kind of swung around. Silva working the sideline, sending it. He'll get it back now. Almost lost it, able to hold on to it. Hargraves now on the sideline. He'll go to Medeiros. Vieira down in front. They'll go back to Hargraves. Hargraves lofting it, going across. Ducking was Beltran, and it gets cleared out by the defender who was back for the Bengals on the far side there. That was Jacob Monty, it appears, on that far side, who cleared it out for the Bengals. Ooh, some contact from behind there kind of disrupted Mello a little bit. Whistle sounds. Bengals will get a free kick once again from a very good spot. Right around the 25-yard line there, if you're looking at the football markers. Donovan Mello will send it away. That's going to sail through the uprights for football. That won't count here in this sport. Sent down the field. Good pass there from Hargraves to the far side. Esteves is there trying to settle. Met by two Bengals. He'll have to kick it back. Try to spread it out a bit. Goes to Campbell. Sends it towards the box. It's headed out. Quickly coming in was Vieira. Took it flat away there from Colin Pereira. It bounces after Samft kicked it. Goes to Silva. To Medeiros, back to Silva. Taken back now by the Bengals and cleared out of play. That's Aiden Cordero. Now throwing in will be Cabral. Hargraves sending it down the field again, looking for Esteves. Esteves runs into Monty, not giving him any space. It goes out of play. Durfee will have the throw on the far side of the field. Campbell will throw in. Comes back out of play, and Durfee will do it again. Looks like he was targeting Hernandez there, number 25. See if he goes to him again. Cut off by Mello and sent back toward midfield where Sokol is there. Passing it back to Silva. Silva takes a shot, and it's going to sail. That one just floated and kept on flying out of play. Borges will set up for a goal kick here. Already nearing the halfway mark of this first half. Good pace of play so far. Both sides have taken it back and forth, up and down the field a number of times. Durfee's ball as it goes out off of Cordero, and Silva will have the throw in. And it looks like we may have an injury here on the field. Dominic Esteves on this near side, like a thumb issue or something. He's working on his hand, his wrist area. He's going to come off for Durfee. Lenz Busquet, number 24, will come into the game and replace Esteves for the moment as we wait on the throw-in from Silva. Usually strong throw-in, headed out of bounds, and that'll give Durfee a good 15, 20 yards up the field. We'll throw in again. Good, strong throw in. Up the field it goes. Out of play off of Cabral of the Bengals, this time Benjamin Cabral. Right to Busquet. Now back to Medeiros, lofting it towards the front of the box, and a good chance there, but led Hernandez just a little bit too far. And looking at the punt now for Cabral. Short punt, went straight up in the air, didn't get as much distance on it. Good cut in here, the Hilltoppers and Bengals. We've reached the halfway mark of the first. Bengals there forging ahead, but broken up. Good push there from Pereira. Hilltoppers clear it. And it's sent down the field again, or towards midfield at least. Now Beltran trying to redirect. That's a great pass to Vieira. Vieira is cut off, and going down to make the scoop rather routinely is Cabral. Well, I hope everybody had a chance yesterday to tune into our Fred TV sponsored school committee debate, school committee forum. Had to shift virtually. You know, the weather threw us, everybody, for a loop. Obviously, we had to make sure people had power. The schools were closed, all kinds of chaos in the morning. So it took us some time to regroup, but we were able to do it virtually. We thank all of the candidates and the student panel for joining us on the Zoom. And if you missed it, be sure to watch it again, or go back to our on-demand and watch it so that you can hear what the candidates for school committee have to say. We always try to include our students, or the students, I should say, in everything we do at Fred TV. That's one of our pillars, and it was really important for us to get the student government students involved once again. And Mr. McNeely, one of the teachers here at Durfee, who is the current supervisor of student government, he was a big help to us as well. So all in all, everything worked out in the end. Again, if you missed it, it'll be airing on Fred TV throughout the week. You can find it on our YouTube channel. This would be, our Fred TV Facebook page, which is Fall River Educational Television. If you look it up that way, it'll be there, and you can watch it on demand. Of course, election night, we will have coverage of the polls. My colleague Pamela Martin will be joined by former Mayor John Mitchell in studio at our brand new Fred TV studio here at Durfee. Keith Tebow from FRC Media will be on location at Government Center reporting for us as the numbers come in. So we hope that you will tune in. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. on Fall River Government Television, our sister channel, Channel 18, FRG TV. You can watch live on Facebook on the FRG TV Facebook page as well. And to any of the candidates that may be listening, again, we cordially invite you to stop by our studios after 8 o'clock and join Pam and the former mayor on the air live, and give you a chance to, if you haven't yet, visit our brand new studio and see our brand new space as well. That'll be our broadcast headquarters for this election. Normally, in the past, we've all been at Government Center, but we want to make use of this beautiful space, so please know that our headquarters will be here at Durfee at the new Fred TV. Waiting on the throw-in from Campbell. The official went to talk to Medeiros of the Hilltoppers. Lofted back toward midfield here. Quick transition back. Busquet trying to get it through the feet of Clark. Could not do so. It comes back out. The Bengals cleared it out of the box, at least for the moment. Silva and Hargraves trying to keep it here. Pass off to Hargraves, and Hargraves loses it. Bengals turn it back around once again. And Cordero passes it up the field to Clark. Sanft got out of position a bit. Clark centering pass blocked by Beltran, and that'll halt the forward progression and force the throw. Clark fakes, now lofting it into open space in the box, headed backwards and cleared out. That's going to go out of bounds on the goal line, and it'll set up a corner kick for the Bengals. And heading over there is number 4, Benjamin Cabral. Toward the net, off the heel of the foot of Silva, clears it out, dribbles it forward. Good pass down the field. And getting there in time is Vieira. Pass back to Silva. Traffic coming in. He tries to spin it around. He'll clear it back to Busquet. Toward the box it goes. Cut off and cleaned out by the Bengals. Now Campbell sitting back off screen to the right. Comes back into play. Hargraves in tons of traffic. He'll have to dump it back towards Campbell as well, who has it skip by. And he'll send it to Sanft. As the Hilltoppers regroup and try to spread out the field, he'll actually go all the way back to Panchley, the Hilltoppers keeper. And now Stokel back to Hargraves. Good pass up the field toward the box, headed out by Clark. Medeiros was looking for Vieira, hooked it a little too far. Now Silva. Beltran to Busquet, back to Silva, back to Beltran, working in a triangle. Everybody bunched up here, and Beltran goes down. It draws the whistle, and a free kick for the Hilltoppers. And it looks like Silva will be kicking it. Hooking toward the box, in front, loose ball. Busquets kicks it back by Beltran. It comes back out of the box. Breaking towards the net, a chance. Pantry comes out. Hands by the Bengals, it looked like, but we're going to play on. I thought for sure there were hands on that ball by the Bengals on the far side of that. Quick transition this way. Hilltoppers with an opportunity. The break, and it's going to sail. Oh, man. Second chance for Vieira in this game with basically an open shot, and it sailed. But this time he actually had help. He had Busquets to his left, 2-on-1 with the goalie, and he decided to take the shot. Pass to Hargraves. Hargraves looking for some room. Takes a shot on the ground. It's cut off. Down low, and the Bengals defense actually comes up with it instead of Cabral in goal. That was Clark with the save. Now quick transition down this side. It's going to go out of play on the goal line. Mello could not catch up to it. We're under 10 minutes here in the first half. Goal kick for Durfee. Cabral passing off to Gonzaga. Back to Cabral. He's got help in front. Going to redirect the pass. And is it saved? Yes, it is. Panchley fell on it to save it on the corner. That's a tremendous save. Down to Vieira. Vieira spinning it around. Loses it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. Hargraves now on this side of the field. Gets tripped up down low. Ball goes out. It'll be a corner for Durfee, but Silva will kick on this left side. On its way, in the air, through the hands of Cabral. Ball is loose in front, still loose in the box. Durfee player goes down. That looked to be shot taken, and it's on a bounce. Looks like Beltran went down in the box. He got up quickly, though. And then the bouncer comes in late, and Cabral makes the save. That's going to draw a whistle for sure. The Hilltoppers will have the free kick. Another foul, another free kick coming for Durfee. Silva to Hargraves. Sending it to Busquets down in the corner. Lofting it towards the goal and catching it in the air is Cabral. Rolling up on 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Bengals waiting on a free kick here. Lofted toward the box. Up in the air. Santos using the head effectively to clear it out. Comes right back, but it's going to go out of bounds well to the left of the goal, and we'll have a goal kick for the Hilltoppers. Sanft will get ready to send it out of the goal to the right side. Santos with it. Comes back to Silva. Settles it. Goes back to Santos. Now lofted toward the box. Whistle and an offside. Header towards Panchley. Not as close as it looked. Heard some oohs from the crowd, but not quite as close as it may have appeared. Nice move by Silva to get around Gonzaga. Line drive up the middle there. Falls headed down to the ground by Cabral, and Busquets goes flying off of Clark, who checks on him. And it draws the whistle, I believe. Durfee's going to have a free kick. Quick transition, not waiting around. Silva down in the corner, keeps it in, passes backward, and Busquets will have to go and gather it. To Santos, towed ahead and cleared back out. Off the head now of Sokol. Flying in was Gonzaga. It'll go out of play, and Silva will have the throw. Going to Hargraves all alone down in the corner, but slow to get there. Can't get through the defenders, kind of locking him up. Shot taken, in front, crossing pass, and it's good! Hilltoppers caught Cabral. He came out for it, and Hargraves flat beat him. Beltran was there in front on the crossing pass for the Hilltoppers. All right, both sides have had a lot of chances in this first half. And the Hilltoppers grab the first goal of the evening late here in the first as we're getting close to the 2-minute marker. That was a great effort, though, because Hargreaves was kind of tangled up there in the double coverage. And then he got free and was able to get to that ball probably a foot before it went out of bounds. I mean, he was really playing the goal line there for sure. And was able to get it past Cabral, and then with that, it was just a wide open net. Another whistle, and it'll be a free kick for Diman back down the field here. And we're now under 2 minutes. Our clock is rolling. Coming back towards this side of the field, Busquets giving chase, Gonzaga giving chase, and Gonzaga cuts it off first. He'll pass back to Cabral. Cabral met by Vieira. Whistle sounds, free kick for the Hilltoppers. Silva quick to settle it. A lot of backspin, just kind of a nice floater toward the box. Hargreaves is there. He gets tripped up. No whistle this time. Saw the whistle go to the mouth of the official. Played onside, Hargreaves looking for some space. Gets taken out in the box, and that should draw a whistle, and this should be a penalty kick. Going to be a penalty kick for the Hilltoppers on the foul against the Bengals. Silva will do so. Whistle sounds. 2-0 Durfee! Hilltoppers have gotten the short end of the stick on fouls down low this season. This time, call goes in their favor, and they pad the lead. 2-0 here, nearing the end of the first half. We restart our clock here approximately. Oh, I guess we're behind. Hear the whistle, that's it. First half is done. So our clock here a little bit off on our graphic this evening, at least for real time. But that's okay. First half in the books, and it's the Hilltoppers who lead it here 2-0 on their home field. It's a good start for Durfee through 40 minutes. They really created some space, created some good chances. I mean, this easily could be, 4-2 right now in favor of Durfee. They have really, both sides have had some great opportunities and really couldn't cash in until the last, 5-7 minutes or so of this half, and it was Durfee doing so. So a 2-0 Hilltoppers lead heading into halftime. We'll take a short break here on Fred TV. Second half will come up after this. Stay tuned. You're watching live boys soccer on Fred TV.
This is just a good way to start the day. Like, we get the blood pumping as we're walking around the school. So I know for some of our kids, they walk to school anyway. So it's just fun to do it as a community.
Well, you have all the different countries. If you go on their website for Safe Routes, you can see all the different countries walking and all the different ways that they do so. It's really fabulous. We need to take care of our bodies and we need to take care of our minds. And by doing that is having physical activity, eating right, and making good choices in our life. And that's what's very important, because if you don't have that, health is wealth. If you don't have health, you don't have much.
This was a great opportunity for all of the kids to get outside and enjoy the beautiful day.
This is the 10th year in Fall River that we have had 100% participation. Thank you.
Strike three called. Base hit and your game winner. Shot. Good. Hall with room. Hall taking it to the house.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Tebow from FRC Media.
Join us as we track election results from the Fall River general election on November 2nd.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook.
And candidates, we will broadcast live from our brand new Fred TV studio at Durfee High School. We hope you will make it a point to stop by and visit us while we're on the air. We hope you will join us.
And please make a point to vote on Tuesday, November 2nd.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mac Aldridge Field. Evan Massoud with you for boys soccer on this final Thursday in October, October the 28th. It's the season finale for boys soccer for both the Diamond Bengals and the Durfee Hilltoppers. 2-0 the score after 40 minutes of play. The Hilltoppers grabbing 2 goals late in the half. One on the field, and then one due to the penalty kick. We'll be switching sides here for the second half. Durfee in their home red uniforms, Diamond wearing white road uniforms. But a very competitive game on both sides here. Hilltoppers will start with the ball. They'll kick it off. There's the whistle. We're underway. So 40 minutes left to play in the fall 2021 regular season here in boys soccer. Coach Botello telling me before the game right now, with their record of 8-8-1, wins are worth 2 points, ties are worth 1 point. So do the math. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 for the tie is 17. You need 18 points for the tournament. So the Bengals, at the very least, need a tie. So they'll need at least 2 goals to get into the tournament. With the new system this year, winning your conference, which the Bengals have at 8-0, that's not getting you in the tournament with the new power rankings and whatnot. So got to win, or got to get, in this case, that 18th point. Durfee has 18, exactly 18. 7 wins, that's 14 points, plus 4 ties is good for 18. So Durfee is in, and will await their matchups, which will be announced on Monday. But for Diamond, they got to, at the very least, draw even here if they want to continue their season. Otherwise, this will be it for the Bengals. Collision in midair. Hilltopper is down on the field, and the whistle will be called, or will be blown, I should say. That is Beltran on the field after a collision in midair. We'll stop the clock here with the scoreboard at 37:52. Beltran get up. Looks like he was kind of hitting the lower rib cage based on where his, the backside there of the rib cage, based on where he's kind of holding there or grabbing himself there. So he'll come off because of the stoppage. And we'll resume momentarily here as Hilltoppers have to make the substitution. And coming in off the bench, or back in off the bench, is Esteves, who started the game. Whistle sounds, we're back to the field of play. And they'll go right to that far side. Silva gets by Velo. Now Vieira sent towards the net, and on a tough hop, kind of bounced up a little higher, I think, than Cabral expected it to. Kind of made him fall over a bit. Lots of power behind that ball. header there by Campbell. Hilltoppers trying to clear it out. The Bengals putting a bit of an offensive press here on Durfee. Comes back toward midfield. Line drive toward the box. Campbell with Gonzaga. Out of play it goes. Should be a throw in for Durfee. Good pressure there. That's well done defensively by Campbell to force that out of play. So it'll be a throw in for the Hilltoppers. Gonna bounce it to Sanft, who will clear it out. Line drive toward the circle. Now head back towards the box. Big throw in on the far side by Silva. Hargraves jars it loose for the moment. Clark coming in, passing it up to Gonzaga. Passes it to Clark. Good ball movement for the Bengals. Clark pulls up and gets screened a bit there by Medeiros. Allows the Hilltoppers to get a handle on it and clear it out defensively. Campbell gets it back toward the circle at midfield. And Donovan Mello weaving through. Good pass. Gets it back. Oh, what a move. Gets tripped up from behind. And that should be a penalty. Hilltoppers pleading their case, but the same type thing that we just saw at the end of the first half. Penalty in the box. He got tripped up from behind. The Hilltoppers and Bengals each now getting penalty kicks in this game. Kick on its way, and it's good. Colin Pereira puts the penalty kick in, and the Bengals are on the board here early in this second half. Beltran coming back into the game. Esteves will leave, so a quick pause here as we... Yeah, Esteves going to leave this way. Get off the field. And that shifts over Medeiros to where Esteves was. So a 2-1 game now. Bengals have cut the lead in half. And Beltran just went down again after another bad collision. Whistle sounds. Cordero arguing the call, pleading his case. No cards have been issued, but another tough collision for Beltran, who will now jump in the cart with trainer Kelly Mahoney and leave the field. Free kick for the Hilltoppers. Sokol to Campbell. Campbell lost his footing. Out of play by Pereira. It'll be a throw in for Durfee. Back foot came off the ground, and it's a turnover essentially. A throw in now for the Bengals. That's out of play. Gonzaga can't keep it in. So Campbell will get a reprieve here. In a wild first 10 minutes of the second half. Santo lofting it back off of his head. Gonzaga and Campbell once again fighting for it. Good turnaround there by Esteves. It's taken away by Monty. Across the middle there now to Pereira. Kicks it back to Clark. The Bengals look to spread the field, targeting Cabral on the far side. Silva to Hargraves. Santos to his right. Up the field is Busquet. They'll go to Busquet. Getting held by the jersey, and that'll draw a whistle. Free kick now for Hargraves and the Hilltoppers. Silva in front of him. We'll see if they try a little trickery here. There's definitely not 10 yards where the kick is supposed to be. I'm not sure. Now we're going to have to get a measurement, but that is clearly, even with the naked eye, not 10 paces. They'll come to Campbell here on this near side. No, Hargrave's going to take it, lofting it. That's going to sail too long. Campbell was wide open in the middle of the field. I would have maybe thought maybe try something. I don't know. I see an open man and think, well, maybe do the unexpected, right? Goal kick for the Bengals. Line drive coming towards Esteves, who sends it back toward the middle. Vieira and Santos is there. Santos avoiding the hands, dumped on ahead, and it is going to be cleared to the sideline here. Out of play it'll go, and scooping it is Esteves. Substitution for the Hilltoppers. We'll have to hold a moment. That is Beltran back in once again. And Esteves will leave the game. Not happy about it either. Gives the flagpole a bit of a hit. Strong throw in by Medeiros. And it's headed out of the box. Hargraves handles it. Tries to take a shot. It's blocked on the back by Pereira. Pereira passing it up ahead to Gonzaga. They'll go to Panchley and he'll clear it out. Excuse me, I had said Gonzaga. I believe that was actually Mello on the far side, number 8 for Diman. Out of play into the visiting bleachers. Good throw in from Silva. Big, strong throw in. They go down the field, Clark and Busquet. Busquet being held once again. Clark holding the arm basically, and Busquet not able to get free. Lofted towards the goal, and Panchley will pick it out of the air. Throws it in, trying to catch Campbell in stride. He does. That's a great throw in. Kicked up the field. Vieira looking for some space. Sean Borges blocking. And a push from behind. Borges goes tumbling down. And he has the free kick. That'll go out. And a throw in for Durfee. Go to Beltran, who dumps it back to Campbell. Now we'll send it toward the middle of the field. Santo off the top of the toe to Busquet. Pulls up. Up ahead to Vieira, takes the shot, and that is going to go into the night. Vieira loses it. It's kicked back. Medeiros chasing after. That's out of play. Medeiros working hard. It goes out of play. Durfee will have it. Furtado didn't like it, but surely looked like it went out off of him. Hargraves across to Beltran. Santo, big stretch. And Santos got it to Busquet once again. Busquet looking for Santos, wasn't there. Cleared out by Borges. Passed ahead to Cordero. Cut off by Silva. And passed backwards to Sanft. Back towards the circle. Campbell to Hargraves. Back to Sanft. No, excuse me, Silva. Sanft is behind him. Find Hargraves again now on the sideline. Hargraves pushing. Centering pass, and Cabral picks it out of the air. Nice save as he had to leap for it. That's a good pass up ahead to Hargraves. Breaking in stride, has help in front, pulls up. Takes a shot. Oh, it's good! He buried it in the corner! Hargraves, unassisted, and it's 3-1. Back to a 2-goal lead for the Hilltoppers. Bouncer in front. And Panchley able to make the play cleanly. Loose ball, and it is cleared away. Whistle is blown. Two Hilltoppers were down. Campbell on the back side of it. Beltron went down as well, but Campbell on the left side here looks to be hurt and slow to get up. Header toward the box is cleared. Second chance is gonna sail. Great move there down the field by Medeiros. He gets tripped up as he's going forward. No whistle that time. Play will continue. Down the field now for the Bengals, and a collision in the box. And no call. Gonzaga not happy, waving his arms. No foul that time. Ooh, right up into the face there of Santos. Takes it in stride, I guess. Seems okay. Whistle sounds the call against Velo. Saw a jersey grab as well. Clark's been doing that quite a bit, to be honest. We noticed it. Not jersey so much, but really wrapping around the arms. We saw him do that against Busquets and against Santos. Obviously, there's a certain level of physicality that is allowed, but you can't just completely wrap up somebody's arm either. But the jersey grabs are a little more visible, I guess you could say. And Velo getting called on that there. Shot taken on net, and it's good! Gonzaga comes out of the goal with the ball. And it's 3-2. Clock stopped at 16:09 and resuming now 16:07. Less than 20 minutes to play here in the game. Well, with the crazy weather yesterday and no school, girls volleyball against Middleborough had to be postponed. So that means senior night did not happen yesterday. So senior night has now been moved to tomorrow against Case, which is good because that was the match we were covering in its entirety. We were still going to get the senior night ceremony yesterday had there been school, but now happening all in one night, which is great. So join us tomorrow, 5:15 match against the Case Cardinals as we wrap up the regular season in terms of broadcasts here on Fred TV. Tomorrow's the last one. A couple events happening over the weekend that are makeup games that are not going to necessarily, for us, have any impact on tournament play and whatnot. So tomorrow wraps it up for us until the tournament, which will begin middle of next week. But tomorrow, join me and Oliver McNeely. He'll be joining me on the broadcast. Joined me 2 years ago, former volleyball player. And so he's joining me tomorrow. We will have coverage of the senior night ceremony at the start of the broadcast, which we believe will be around 5 o'clock. So be sure to tune in for our finale of the regular season tomorrow, Friday. Loose ball. Cabral has to dive for it, and he just missed the post. It got away from him. Almost a very costly mistake. Down into the corner, Gonzaga chasing after it. Gets there first, Campbell coming for it. And the Hilltoppers try to clear it out. Medeiros pushing it up ahead to Vieira. Toward the box. Everybody's looking for a foul. There was no trip there. There was no contact. See a close up on the screen here on our video. In front, big time block. Sends it back toward the midfield. Bengals fans not happy, but I just watched the replay back on the phone on Facebook. There was no contact there when the player went down. It's not a foul. Medeiros passing it up the field. And full sprint ahead was, excuse me, not Medeiros, Hernandez. Medeiros sent it to Hernandez, could not get there in time. Foot race to the ball. Cabral has come out of the goal, and he's able to smother it with his legs. Caught it between the shins. An acrobatic play there for Cabral. Now Pantry coming out, and he will kick it out of the box. Beltran is there. Coming up on 10 minutes to play here in this game. Things have gotten a bit chippy here at Durfee. Fed on ahead to Medeiros. Medeiros will take the shot. Cabral with the save. Diving to his right to keep it a one-score game. Tremendous save right there from Cabral. Was a foul on near the Durfee bench. Hilltoppers are going to have a free kick to the left side of the screen. A little off screen, actually. B. Silva sending it. Header! It's good! 4-2 Hilltoppers! Cabral rushed it. Couldn't get a hand on it before the ball was hit off the head into the net. Perfect kick put on net by Silva, and his teammates did the rest in the box. 4-2 Hilltoppers lead. Just under 9 minutes to play here at Durfee. Cabral able to snag that one. Thought it was going to sail over his head. Had to reach back for it. Another good free kick put right on net. Mello down on that far side after the collision and foul against the Hilltoppers. We'll stop the clock here at Durfee. Coach Botello not happy with that collision. Going to be a free kick for the Bengals. Clock resumes here at Durfee on the whistle. Trying to turn it around here as Cordero takes the shot. Panchley with the save. Out of play as Santos stretched for it, but it went a little too strong near the sideline, I should say. Everybody was kind of bunched up there in front of the Durfee bench. Silva. Biding his time goes to Medeiros. Now Beltran with it. Good pass up ahead, but an offside called against Hargraves. Broken up. Clark goes right to Santos. Santos will send it, and on a hop, 2 hops rather, Cabral will make the play and punch it away. Off the head of Beltran. Borges looking for space. Gets it back from Cordero. Centering pass in front. Goes out of play on the goal line. Should be a corner for the Bengals, the far side of the field. It's Colin Pereira out there getting ready to kick it in. Ball on its way. Header will go just wide of the left post and out of play. Colin Gilmet subbing in, getting a welcome roar from the fans here at Durfee. Samft will kick it away. Throw in for the Hilltoppers on the far side. Silva. Shot in front, right at Cabral, who's able to make the play. Borges kicking it up on ahead. Panchley will make the scoop. Talk about a fast transition from one end of the field to the other. Medeiros fighting hard. Out of play it goes. Bengals will have the throw. Right side, it's a free kick, right side of the field. Santos out of play, off the foot of Monty. More subs coming in for the Hilltoppers. Jose Garcia and Mark Filsheim. Beltran exiting the field. Tough game for him. Went down a couple times. Medeiros also leaving the field. Gilmet, big throw in. Down into the corner it goes. Clock is stopped here at the stadium. We're under 2 minutes. Pass back to Gilmet. Gilmet passed it back toward Sokol. Dangerous play there. He wasn't expecting it. And crossing was Velo for the Bengals. Bengal player down after that collision. That didn't look too strong, too hard of a collision, I should say, but. And now a timeout on the field. Eden Coleman is down on that far side for the Bengals. Waiting on a throw in now from the far side. Seconds left in this one. Hilltoppers closing in on win number 8. Crossing pass, Santos stops it. On the ground it goes, and it's smothered by Cabral. Another good save. Cleared back towards center. Ooh, and a trip on the back end there. Owen Nowicki is into the game as well for Durfee. Throw in on the far side. Hargraves turns it around. Lots of pressure, double teamed, and it's taken away by Clark. And that is the game. The Hilltoppers sweep the Bengals here in 2021. And they win this one, the final game of the regular season. A 4-2 victory for Durfee over Diman. The Bengals drop to 8-9-1. The Hilltoppers 8-6-4 after 18 games. Good game tonight. Very competitive game, that's for sure. A lot of these Diman players obviously know the Durfee players. So all shaking hands there. Not lining up necessarily, but just all meeting and greeting each other after the game. But a very competitive and aggressive game. Fun game to call and fun game to watch. The Hilltoppers victorious here in their final game of the regular season. Their season will continue. We'll wait to hear on Monday when and where and who they will be playing in the state tournament. Our regular season of high school sports coverage wraps up tomorrow with the season finale for girls volleyball here on Fred TV. Senior night from the Fieldhouse against the Case Cardinals. Game time is scheduled for 5:15. Senior ceremony to begin before that, so we will be live for 5 p.m. tomorrow at the Fieldhouse. We hope you will join us then. Until tomorrow, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long and good night from Durfee.